lovely Flosstube friends, it's Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches, wishing you a happy new year for 2025. It is currently Sunday the 11th of January and you haven't seen me for a while because I was on a 10-day cruise with my family that started before the new year, went over New Year's and got me home a day or so ago. So I'm here to give you my first update on what I've been stitching for 2025. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please click the like and subscribe button and the little bell to notify you when we put out new videos. And of course, if you're our seasoned followers, we really appreciate you being here, Jenny and I both, and we hope that you will continue to support our channel and see what we've been stitching. All right, I have been busy. I did a bit of stitching after I saw you at the end of last year. And I was working on a piece that I don't have a picture to show you, but it's, well, there's two pieces I was working on. This one is the, upside down, Miss J, the bathroom stitch room for my stitch count cell. So this is the framework for the bathroom. This year, in my continuation of the Stitching Our House cell, stitch count cell, we are in the bathroom on a piece of Winter Duo by Paddock Lane Designs, which has got the dark blue on the bottom and the grey on the top. And I decided to do my bathroom in Gentle Arts threads this year. So the blue and this colour are Gentle Arts, the white is just white, and then I've got to do a silver colour, and that's my next job for tonight. Now for my silver, I'm being a little bit fancy and I'm going to use my metallic. I tend to just use these Gooderman sewing threads for metallic. So I'm going to blend one strand of that with the grey, just DMC, or CXC actually, to do the tap wear, that's the silver wear, and also there's a shower screen over here. So that is what I'm going to be heading on to stitch tonight. I did also... stitch before I went away, but I don't know where it is. The framework, here it is. It's either this one or the next one. The framework for, here we go, for the Whip Warriors exclusive cell, which is called the Stitchy Spot cell. So last year we did the Notions box, which you saw me finish in December. And this year we are going to have a little mat on our retreat place, and it's going to have all our bits and bobs that we need. So I'm going to be able to stitch all my rewards that I earn on the Stitchy Spot on my mat. So that's what I was busy stitching before I went on the cruise, and I'm pleased to have got them basically done. As I said, I just need to do the silverware on my bathroom today and I'll be all good. So since the year rolled over, I have done just shy of 7,700 stitches in the first 11 days of January. That's a pretty good start. Loving it. I'm at full swing into all my games. I'm going into fandom in a big way this year. I'm trying to get that to drive me, as well as my Down Under Divas, and then of course Whip Warriors. So they're my main focus points, and I've been just trying to tick things off there, get me started. So I had to finish one piece, and I'm very excited to say last bell ring for 2024, as opposed to first ring for 2025, was the bedroom stitch count cell. So I finished stitching my bedroom and on New Year's Eve, and I had to wait till I knew what colours to put in the carpet. So now I have the bedroom to go with the craft room, and starting on the bathroom. So that's super exciting. And I haven't got my first finish today, but I'll tell you about that more later. So one of the things I decided to do this year was to focus on a piece, like doing 100 stitches a day. The Daily 30 Cross Stitches Journal and Daily 30 started off that way, and I used to do that, and then I got out of the habit. And So the piece that I've decided to do every day is Carolyn Manning's Purple Flower Day. I haven't got a printout of the photo of this yet. And I have been good, and I have done 100 stitches for the entire 11 days because I find the flower day doesn't really work because some of the flowers are only 5 stitches. So I've been doing 100 stitches, mostly a flower a day and a bit of border. It's only going to be that big, so it's not particularly huge. So Michelle and I, who are doing it together along with another friend of ours, are thinking it may only take us 6 months, but that's okay. So I'm looking forward to continuing to try and do 100 stitches on that a day. So far, so good. I had a new start yesterday, and I have put a picture in here. This is another Stitch Along with Friends for the Clouds Factory sale, the Stitches bookshelf sale. I am stitching this at one of my friend's suggestions on a piece of Paddock Lane Designs Royal Jester, and I think she chose very nicely. You can see it's got the brown. This is one of my royal range that I do on the brown base with the overdyed. And this is how far I've got, just over 400 stitches, the outline of the shelves. So I plan to keep up with that every month and get it happening. So that's really good. And we're doing a good job of holding ourselves accountable in both those sales. I brought another one in, but I also, on the cruise, didn't take many pieces with me, but one of the ones I did take was my Macintosh Mill, and this is where it is now up to. So I had basically up to there done, and then I spent most of my time working through this bit of farmyard and trees and here. So it's basically all done to there now. So now I just need to continue my way across, and it is a goal of mine to get this one finished as soon as possible this year. This one was heavily contributing towards my stitching for my team to Stitch to the Moon. So I did a lot of work on that, and then when I got home, I figured I needed to move to my more difficult piece that is also relating to another sale with friends. And that is my village at Hawan Hollow, which, as you can see, still has 3 blocks to go. But of interest to you in particular is what I stitched, and that was I finished off this entire block of Jacob's Grist Mill, and then I also got the framework done, or almost all done, for the other 2 blocks I had to. So I need to get moving on this because I've got the year of Hawan to work on with my friends, and they've already started, and I need to make sure I don't get left behind. So that's where I'm at with that one. I started on my Whip Go call, and I started on the Train of Dreams. My goal with all my Whip Go pieces, just like last year, is to do 1,000 stitches. And so I have done just over 1,000 stitches on this one, and most of it up in this area here. I had to do 200 stitches in black, and then I worked on that bell up the top. So that's where my Train of Dreams currently is sitting at the end of this first Whip Go touching, and starting to take shape. So quite pleased with what I achieved, and it's amazing how much I could fit these all into fitting my different whips. So that is basically what I've been... Oh no, there's another one. Probably still in my ever trusty retreat bag that I take places. Here she is. Also on the cruise, I haven't unpacked the retreat bag yet. Also on the cruise, I was working on my small for the month, which I have picked this one of Honora Maxwell, 1865. Which I got as a retreat free, like included piece from the one down in Hobart when I went last year. And I've done my own colour conversion using my Silks for You that I had with me at the time when I started that. So I'm doing more blue and purple feel, and I got a lot done. So as you can see, I'm basically over halfway. So it is my goal, if I can, to finish this month. So that's where Miss Nora Maxwell is. And so I'm quite pleased that she's her bag. Put it back. Dropping everything off my pile. Because I put them all in a retreat bag. They're not in their little bag. So this was a bag that I got at the same retreat. So that's what she lives in, even though she's not Christmassy. But at least I can get her unpacked now from my retreat bag. It holds four different pieces in it, plus my notions. So yeah, so she's a goal to get her finished. All right, so what else have I been stitching on? As if that wasn't enough, I have been madly working on my complimentary piece for the Great Australian Cross Stitch Shindig, which is an online event that is coming up in 2 weeks' time, people. 2 weeks! So if you'd like to come and join me and 5 other talented designers and a bunch of Australian floss tubers and some vendors online for a fun weekend of stitching on the Australia Day weekend in Australia. So it's going to be the evenings of the 25th and 26th of January in America, and the daytimes of the 26th and 27th in Australia. But of course, we'll stitch all through the night as well. I would like to introduce you to my Shindig koala. Isn't he cute? There's got a bit of light coming through his head behind him. There we go. So he's actually my mascot for the event, and I just need to get the right size frame to FFO him. But I've designed him as a hoop frame, and I'm going to do a few more of these hoop frames because I'm really liking them, and I've got an idea of how to FFO the frame too. So I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Shindig Koala. He is stitched on a piece of Eucalypt Forest by Paddock Lane Designs, and he is stitched in Gentle Arts threads entirely, and I just love the variegation. I mean, the greys that I've got for him are very similar to the greys that I was using from the Cottage Garden threads previously with my other koala series. But this, look at this, that's all one thread going through the leaves of that foliage there. Just such beautiful, the variegation is gorgeous. So if you would like to stitch Mr. Shindig Koala, all ready for Valentine's Day with his hearts, you're going to have to get yourself a ticket to the Shindig. Tickets are only $10 Australian, and they're available from www.paddocklanedesigns.com. So I look forward to having lots of you come and join us. It should be a really fun weekend. All right, and I've seen the previews from the other designers too, and we've got the complimentary piece from each designer, and then we've also got a booklet which has got another even better design from each of the designers in it. So yeah, lots and lots of fun stitching to be had, and get to see what Australia has to offer. All right, so what else am I up to in the stitching world? Well, hopefully Jenny will have filmed her whip parade, and we might be able to tack that on in here. Otherwise, it'll have to be a separate video. I'm not sure what she's been up to while I've been cruising. And I, as I said, I'm just madly getting into doing all my stitching, knocking over all my things, using my lovely diary. I do still have, I think, 3 more copies of the Whip Warriors if you're in it. If you're not a Whip Warrior though, I have just a plain one without the Whip Warriors stuff. So I'm working my way through. I've got yearly goals I'm working through. I've got, all my monthly ones for all the challenge groups. I'm doing the acrostics at the moment for Pop Culture and Daily 30 for the monthlies, but I just don't love the acrostics. I'm doing the I Spy from Stitching by the Shore. I do love that. Hi Laura. I really love the one she comes up with. Down Under Divas, and as I said, Fandom. They're what I'm working through. Scattergrees. Scattergrees has 3 letters this month, which reminds me I need to release the next 3 letters then of my alphabet series. So people can stitch them if they want to. And then I've also got the scavenger hunt for my yearly. So yeah, lots and lots of things to be done. And I'm just, having a ball, getting organised and enjoying stitching all of that. All right, friends, I need to go jump on Zoom and chat to my Aussie Hours friends so that we can have a fun evening of stitching, so I can knock over a bit of metal work in my bathroom. And I will look forward to catching up with you guys in a little while when I come back. Happy stitching, everyone.